Hey folks, it's Bill. I'm back for another Let's Play, and this is one of my favorite games of all time. Um, one of the most underrated games on the NES because it did come out a little bit later in the life cycle, not as late as Kirby's Adventure or some of the other games. It did come out in 1990, but it is included on the NES Classic. Some of you may have that, some of you may not. If you don't have any of these games, like in the original format, or you don't have an NES, it's certainly not a bad option. I won't be getting it because I don't really need it. The only nice part would be the HDMI hookup, but the cords are also like 2 feet long, so you'd have to get like the third-party cord or play it really, really close. Um, and what's the point of playing an NES on a 42-inch TV if you're 2 feet away from it? So it's still not bad, but you know what I mean. I like to be a little farther away from my games. But let's get started. Clearly, you can see, based on what's on the screen, I'll be playing StarTropics. I'm going to break this up. I'll probably do a video per island, though I may do the first 2 islands in one video just because the first 2 islands are relatively short, whereas the third one is a monster of an island. The fourth chapter is really short, too, and then the fifth chapter and sixth chapter are really long. That's not a bad idea, actually. I'll probably do the first 2 islands in this video, and then I'll do the third island as its own video, because that's long. There's like, is it 1, 2, 3, 3 dungeons in that one? The fourth one I can knock out in like not even 10 minutes. I might tack that on to the end of the fourth. And yeah, and then we'll go from there. But yeah, I'll play it through. We'll see what happens. It's been a while since I've played this one, so we're gonna just jump into it here. This game has some. I am so sorry. I am yawning so much. I'm not even that tired. But this game has some great music. I actually just watched the video. Apparently, 2 of the tracks on this got messed up because one of them was corrupted. The bass line on it was, which is a shame because it's the music from the ending of the game, and it's really good. And the other one is the main island theme, which you'll hear plenty of times throughout this game. It's really catchy, but you'll catch on to it. I'll point it out when we get into it. So, this was an interesting game because it was an NES original. This was not an IP that they adopted. They didn't base it on anything, or if they did, I don't really know. I feel like it could have been a book or something, but we're going to get into it. So let's start it on up. Bum ba dum bum 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 ba dum. Bum ba dum bum ba dum bum bum ba dum. Oh, does this actually tell the story? I literally can't tell you the last time I watched this, probably when I played the game originally back in 1990. Oh, that's it? Okay. So, that's the game. No, let's get into it. Register your name. I'm going to name the main character Mike, because that's his name. One day in summer, you land at Sea Island, where Dr. Jones has his lab. So, your character is named Mike Jones. The game's pretty easy. You saw the helicopter landing. It's dropping me off. The game is split into 2 different portions. One where you have the overworld view map like this, where you move Mike around and he's a little chibi version of himself. Sorry, the video I watched about the guy talking about the music, it's fucking with my head now. So, in this village, you can come around and talk to people. Welcome to Coral Cola. And you can pretty much talk to everybody. They move really slowly. Welcome to Sea Island. Those are little children that look like that. You're an ace pitcher right here. Show me how to throw a fastball sometime. You talk to the pig. And then he shows you its ass. Thanks, pig. Roast a pig for you, welcome, Cardi. Good, the pig that just showed me its ass. Good. Where do you come from? Americola? Mind you, everything in this game, every village is something cola. Your Uncle Jones is Dr. Nice, we call him Dr. J. Dr. J was solving a very strange puzzle. Yeah, you'll see everybody reference the Southern Cross a lot. And there's jokes about fishing and bananas and coconuts and, you know, sort of cliche island stuff. Miss Coral 1990. Yeah, I'll go meet the chief. Calm down. See, now my uncle has his research lab on this island. That's why people know him. Chief Coral Cola. Good friend of your uncle. Listen, I have some bad news. Last night, pre-flight. Oh, wait. Try not to upset. Your Uncle Dr. Jones has been abducted. Keep it from the islanders. I can help. Take this yo-yo. Very powerful. I'm an ace pitcher. Use it. That what? It's a little bit loose here, but you know. Alright, so I have a yo-yo. Oh, and this screen is also... If you hit select, it'll tell you where you're at. Yeah, so there's that. Shaman and the sister of the island chief. He found a secret in the lost ruins. Just like your North Star, island sailors look for the Southern Cross. Magic of the Southern Cross is always on this island. Now begins the test of island courage. It always does this before every dungeon. And then there's the other primary portion of the game is where you go around. I always thought this game was kind of a really nice hybrid between like Zelda 2 and Zelda 1. Like, it looks like Zelda 2, like the sprites in here, sort of. Now, it's interesting because I can move Mike on the cardinal directions, up, down, left, and right. There was a sequel to this game, and he was able to move diagonally at that point, but in this one, I'm a little limited. So on the bottom of the screen, you'll see I have my weapon in the left box, which is the yo-yo in this case. I have 3 hearts. Below that is the magic potions I carry and the stars, and how many lives I have, because there are lives in this game. Magic potions refill your health. Stars, I think 5 stars get you a heart. And every room is basically like this. You'll go into the room, the doors will shut behind you, and you'll have to do something in the room. Now, these tiles, they're all over the place. The ones in this room don't do anything, but there come to be some interesting puzzles later. Now, just like the original Zelda, there is a boss monster in each room, and if you happen to kill it, it will open up all the other ones. So now, see, normally I couldn't jump that. That's 2 squares, and I can't jump over to that one. So, the game is basically teaching you what to do, and this will happen a lot. You'll see the footprints, and you'll have to just go around. Like that opens the door. Now, technically, that's my way out, but I always like to check every tile to be sure. These rats are crazy dancing rats. Alright, two hits now. You'll see that. There's all kinds of creatures that come in this game. Let me tell you, some of these later levels are really, really dangerous and deadly. And really frustrating. Hey, 4 hearts. There are times it seems a little tedious to be jumping like this, but you know, honestly, you just kind of get used to it. And it's definitely not the end of the world. The music, I think, for this game is incredible. Most rooms, you just have to kill all the enemies to get out. Yeah, this is the game just teaching you how to do whatever. Yeah, that's right. 5 stars will fill a heart. I want to say it's this way. Am I right? Possibly? The room's an ominous skull. Nothing really that ominous about it. Alright, I went the wrong way. Whoops. Believe me, that's probably going to happen a lot. There are some parts where I will try and get a map, but I'm going to try and do most of this without a map. But there are a few parts I know I'm going to need it. Oh no, that's right. This is where the game teaches you to think outside the box. Because it presents you the really obvious solutions. But the obvious solutions are not the solution that I'm looking for. Switch between the items you get, you hit select. And we'll be coming up on the first boss shortly. But this here is a torch. You can throw it, you can see the rat only took 1 hit, as they are. Now this music, anytime you hear this music, that means you're coming up on a boss room. Generally, there's a few times where it's not like that, but in general, if you hear this music, you're coming up to a boss room. Ew. That's how I can't push through. Okay. Oh, I guess not. Oh. Thought there was something over there. Anyway, moving along. Oh, more torches. They just want you to be prepared. It's the first boss, and it's a simple boss, but they still want you to be prepared. Aha! That's right. And in doing so, now that teaches you to look, because it's like, oh, I saw a dead end. I hit that footprint, I didn't see anything, so it's going to teach you to come this way. This music is always good music to hear. This means you get a temporary respite from whatever you're doing. That is a magic potion. In order to use it, you pause. You hit up, you go to magic items. There's a few different items you can get. Potions being the most common one that you'll use, but not the only one by any means. And that's it, it's just 2 potions. That much I do remember. But the game is basically preparing you to... Yeah, these snakes, they go slow? Until you get in their way, and then they go really fast. I think at the boss room is now, yeah? Nope. And these snakes are very specific, they'll go on a very specific path. I'm just going to use some fire because I don't use all of it on the boss. Speaking of... Come on, open up. And if you run out of fire, you can do this with your yo-yo. It just takes more hits. You're always glad to see that staircase at the end of every level. And for whatever, there's arbitrary points in this game. They don't really do anything. Like, you don't get extra lives or any of that shit. They're just there. Babu! Dr. J's assistant. He has a submarine. The ID code to start the engine of the sub-C is 1492. That makes sense. But I'm afraid of more will come of that later, I promise. Now, you may recognize Homeboy here. It's Rob the Robot. I'm the navigational computer. Call me Navcom. Input the ID code now. 1492, start that engine. Sub-C ready to launch, all ahead full. The people there to wish me good luck. And this is the Sub-C. This is going to be my primary vehicle for most of the game. Dolphins, after a few hours voyage, Sub-C is still cruising on the ocean. Now I get free access. A dolphin. A female dolphin will begin translation. Please find my son. He has disappeared. May I promise her to find our boy? Yes. Thank you. Please find my son. Forget, do I want to go here yet? I don't remember. It's been a while. That's right, so the deep blue water I can go through, the other water is shallows, and I can't quite go there, or it's coral reefs or something, I forget. Those black squigglies, I can teleport between them, because I'll get an ability that you'll find out about shortly. Lighthouse. Nope, nothing there, that's right. That's it for now. Can I walk through this? No. Huh. Oh, that's right. You'll see that little spur, so it lets you do this, lets you push through. Let's go visit the wife. Saw a bottle on the beach. See, now the game is slick. Because it'd be like, oh, beach. And then it's like... But if you notice, it's a little bit gray by the beach on the left side here. If you go in... I've got a bottle. There's a note. Capture my evil aliens. Tell my nephew to use code 1776. Dr. J. There's a pattern here, you know, 1492, 1776. Nope, don't need to read it again. And there's a heart up there. Now, it's a heart container just like you'd find in Zelda. No, I gotta go the other way first, that's right. Submersible system ready. I've got a big heart. go, 6 hearts now. And a cave. Look at that. What's in here? Oh, just a dungeon. Yeah, there's some fun critters in here. But also a fun item. That's the baseball bat. You fuck shit up with the baseball bat, let me tell you. See, the baseball bat's powerful. I just tend to rely on my yo-yo more, because it's just, I just have more control over where it goes, and I don't have to wait for the enemy to be literally right on top of me. It's like, oh, it's not so bad. It's just some bats, right? No, that's fine. Oh, these assholes. They spin around all going crazy and bullshit, and then there's the fucking, these Octorok wannabes here. Now, the good news is that can actually travel on the diagonal. Can I travel through here? Now, if you can travel through a wall, generally there's like a little shadow on the wall. There it is. Dun, 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 dun. Remember what I said, coming up on a bad guy. Boss time already? No. See? Yeah. Oh, see? There it is. There's the magical one. And that let me just open the door right away. Oh, now what's this? Yeah, you don't carry over magical potions, by the way, from room to room, unfortunately. Oh, that's right, the snowman. Snowman is a magical item. I get 2 of them. You'll see what they do. It's pretty clever, actually. Oh, it's my little baby dolphin friend. That's okay, I'm gonna fuck shit up here. Hello, big ugly octopus. Now, what's the snowman for? That's what the snowman's for. But I've done this fight without the snowman, and it is a huge pain in the ass. Oh, it looks like I'm gonna have to finish it. Oh shit. Looks like I'm gonna have to fit. Nope, there we go. Okay. Aww. They showed me how to get out. Aww. So the music at the beginning of Chapter 3, I love it. I don't know why. Suddenly it gets dark and stormy on the ocean. The sea tosses subsea. Subsea got fucked. And you have to walk for all of Chapter 3. But Chapter 3 is a long one, so I'm going to stop here, and then we'll do all of Chapter 3 in the next video. So, I'm going to end it here, but folks, thank you for watching me on this one, and I will see you for Chapter 3 in the next video. Thanks.